Nityanandasya
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Shivasti Gaura Bhakta Binda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu
Hare
Nityananda
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Radha Shivasti Gaura Bhakta Binda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadha Shivasti Gaura Bhakta Binda.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is a Tuesday. It is the 17th of June. It is Ashada Masa, Vamana Masa, Krishna Paksham, and festivity. There are no Vaishnav events in the calendar. So we shall quickly move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Buddha is describing the Krishna's pastimes in the Dwaraka. So Krishna has enjoyed with his wives and in the Dwaraka Puri. In this planet while he was living here for 125 years, and once he departed to his abode back, Golapurindavana, there also he enjoys eternally. So likewise, imam lokam amum chaiva ramayan sutaram yadun remek chanadaya datta chanastri chanasahrudaha. So likewise, he enjoyed with his wives, likewise Buddha is mentioning. And now today, he is mentioning that the Lord has enjoyed likewise for so many years. So many years. Just like the Gruhamedas, Prakritoyata, just like in materialistic people, mundane people, likewise Lord has enjoyed. And at the end, he has completely detached. So his detachment has manifested properly. So that is where he leaves to Prabhasa Kshetra, and all the Yadu families, they kill each other themselves. And then later on, Lord Krishna and Balarama, they departed. And also Yadu families means all of the Krishna's associates, they kill each other, and then they all go back to their original positions. Demigods go to demigod positions, and Krishna's eternal associates, they go back to Goloka Vrindavana. Likewise. So Krishna's detachment is manifested after Krishna enjoyed so many years. Likewise, Buddha is speaking to Vidura. We are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 3rd chapter, verse number 22. Tasyaivam ramamanasya samvatsaraganan bahun gruhamedeshu yogeshu viragaha samajayatam. Tasyaivam ramamanasya. So tasya evam. So like this, Krishna Ramamanasya, he is enjoying Samatcharan years. How many years? Ganan Bahun. And to count that those years, there are many years like that. Ganan Bahun. So tasya evam Ramamanasya Samatchara Ganan Bahun. So many years Krishna enjoyed. Gruhamedeshu Yogeshu. Gruhamedeshu. This is Gruhamedas, people who are living in the household, trying to enjoy, and who are expecting to enjoy their fruits of their actions. There are Gruhamedeshu. And they do not look for the transcendental knowledge and then just enjoying at the home in such a way. That is called Gruhamedeshu Yogeshu. Yogeshu is the, so this material world is based on the sex life between the male and female. It doesn't matter, it is human beings, it is birds or beasts or animals or snakes, reptiles, everything. That is the only the common thing. Gruhamedeshu Yogeshu, that is the in sex life. Likewise, Lord has enjoyed household life for so many years. And then viragaha samajayata, and detachment manifested. Samajayata, it is awakened. Viragaha samajayata. तस्यैवं रममाणस्य संवत्सरगणान् बहून् गृहमेधेषु योगेषु विरागः समजायत. So in this context, this yogeshu is the connection. But what is the connection? If it is a transcendentalist, means that is connection to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Gruhamedeshu connection is just only attachment to this material world. So that is what the yoga is based on the context. Okay, translation for this shloka. The Lord was thus enjoyed in household life for many, many years, but at last his detachment from ephemeral sex life was fully manifested. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, can I request unallocated devotees to read this purport, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can you read?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Purport by His Divine Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Even though the Lord is never attached to any kind of material sex life, as the universal teacher, he reminded a householder for many, many years just to teach others how one should live in householder life. Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura explains that the word samajayata means fully exhibited. In all his activities while present on the earth, the Lord exhibited detachment. This was fully displayed when he wanted to teach by example that one should not remain attached to household life for all the days of one's life. One should naturally develop detachment as a matter of course. The Lord's detachment from household life does not indicate detachment from his eternal associates, the transcendental covered damsels, but the Lord desired to end his so-called detachment to the three modes of material nature. He can never be detached from the service of his transcendental associates like Rukmini and other goddesses of fortune, as described in the Brahma Samhita 5.29, Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Sambrama Sevyamanam. Yes. Can you just scroll up?
Thank you, Mataji. So,
That also. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
yeah. Okay, so thank you so much. So this is a beautiful purport. Prabhupada is describing the Krishna's position while he is in this material world and once he goes back to his abode. So in this material world, apasitam atmatattvam gruheshu gruhamedinam. Gruhameda is specifically given by Sukadeva Goswami when he was started answering to Parikshit Maharaj from the second canto, first chapter and verse. So he श्रोतव्यादीनि राजेन्द्र नृणां सन्ति सहस्रशः अपसितम् आत्मतत्त्वं गृहेषु गृहमेदिनाम्. So Sukadeva Goswami appreciates Parikshit Maharaj. You are asking very nicely all these questions, transcendental questions. What is the duties of a people in general, and especially people who are about to die? Likewise, you asked very good questions. It is all auspicious for all the human beings. And then likewise, Srutavyadini Rajendra, to speak so many things. If people come together, they speak that what about those people, what is happening in the politics, what is happening in the movies, and then they speak so many nonsensical things. They do not mean anything to themselves. Of course, they want it. This is Runam Santi Sahasrashaha. Likewise, Sahasrashaha, thousands of topics are there. In such a way, apasitam atmatattvam gruheshu gruhamedinam. They do not see the reality. Apasitam atmatattvam. It is a transcendental knowledge. Gruheshu gruhamedinam. In such a way, they engage, and their life is nidraya hrite naktam vyavayena cha bhavayah. In the night time, they engage in the sex life. Vyavayena cha bhavayah. Divacha adda ihya rajan. In the daytime, they work very hard like a donkeys. They go to the offices and work. They do not know why they are working that much of time. They think that I am earning money paying bills. Just generally, they do not realize that, but they are automatically engaged. They think that it is essential. Kutumba bharanenava. If I do not maintain my family, it will not be able to sustain. I don't know what is the thing it is causing them to, if they do not work and if they do not maintain, like the entire family is going to collapse. Likewise, they think kutumba bharanenava nidreya hrite naktam. Even day and night, they work like that. Ardha karana, they're very horrible works. They lose their sleep and they work very hard. For what? They cannot answer few such kind of questions. So this is the Gruhamedeshu. But for what purpose? They wanted to enjoy. Kurvanti kama sukha lese lavaya dhina lo bhavi hota manso akushlani shashwat. Just for a moments of pleasure. Kurvanti kama sukha lese lavaya dhina. Lavadhina. For a little bit of time, they have become bent all of their life. Okay, so that is the household Gruhamedis. So, but here describing here, so Krishna enjoyed like that, but Krishna, it is the Atma Maya, and he was engaging himself in the Samkhyam Astitaha. So at the same time, he is detaching the matter from the from himself. So he himself means he is the spirit soul. He is the super soul. He is the personality of the transcendental, all transcendental bliss and happy Sachidananda Vigraha. So likewise, Krishna, it appeared that he has enjoyed material sex life, and then as the universal teacher, he remained a householder for many, many years just to teach others how one should live in householder life. And Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that the word samajayata fully exhibited. This is the detachment is fully exhibited. Viragaha samajayata. In all his activities, while present on the earth, the Lord exhibited detachment. So from from Vrindavan he is leaving, so immediately he is leaving all the Vrindavan gopis at once, and his parents, Yashodama and the Maharaj and all covered boys. So at once. So there also we see that detachment. And here once again in the Dwaraka pastimes. So it is the Lord exhibited this detachment. This was fully displayed when he wanted to teach by example that one should not remain attached to householder life for all the days of one's life. So this life is divided into four parts. One is the brahmacharyam, so learning all the transcendental knowledge, how to detach from material world, how to connect to the supreme personality of Godhead, how to situate in the Brahma Bhota stage, and then develop the devotional service. Everything he learned in the brahmacharyam. That is the first stage of life. Second stage is the if he is able to maintain that brahmacharyam throughout his life, he can directly enter into the sannyasa. So that way he will preserve all his energy and time for the transcendental uh, service. And he can preach everyone. He can become so powerful that anything he can achieve. There is nothing impossible for him. That is the brahmacharya to sannyasa. It is very strong. Senses, they enter into the grihastha by taking permission from the spiritual master. And they live for 25 years, and then another 25 years is gradually detaching from the householder life. So if we split the 100 years of lifespan, or for example, 80 years of lifespan, because now gradually the time is getting reduced, the living time for people, human beings, from 100 to 80, something like that. If we divide into four parts, first 20 years and then second 20 years is household life, second and third 20 years is vanaprastha, and then last 20 years is sannyasa. But nowadays, some governments are what they're trying to utilize the householder life and also vanaprastha time. Everything is only for working purpose. And sannyasa, there is no time for sannyasa and renunciation from the household life. So likewise, once all of life will be, so people they extend their work for 68 or 70 years so that by the time it comes, they will die. They do not have to give the pensions. But people think that, oh, I will get pension after my retirement. They'll go like that, but they cannot enjoy the pensions, whatever the work they have done for throughout their life. So here, that is how people in India, if we just see, it is retirement age is 58. For that age, for the people who lives 80 years, that is appropriate. But here, some people in these countries, they may live for 100 years or 110 years. For them, retirement age may be 70 years. But coming from that country and staying here, and then I'm working here, but staying here, but still you may not extend life for 110 years. Your body is still the small and darkness, and then it will prone to so many diseases. And we cannot pretend, a fox cannot pretend like it is a tiger. It is fox is always fox, tiger is always tiger. So one has to understand what is his lifespan. So utilize the time which is remained in his life, utilize it properly where it must be engaged. So that is the realizations one has to reflect. And one should naturally develop detachment as a matter of course. This must be properly coming as time, because we cannot stay here permanently forever. It must detachment must manifest. So detachment comes, it needs to be developed in a step by step. Then only it may be easily possible. At once detachment comes, it is very rare. So detachment, first of all, just slowly reducing the enjoyment, and then detaching from the hard working, and then slowly from the family responsibilities, and slowly attaching to the devotees, completely devoting the time to Krishna, and then gradually that way detaching from the material life completely. So step by steps, gradual, that detachment must manifest. The Lord's detachment from household life does not indicate detachment from his eternal associates. See, this is how it happens. Material life is must be detached, which is the entanglement for the living entities. And here, eternal associates is the Krishna and his devotees and his paraphernalia that Krishna describes in the Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter, when Arjuna asked, what is sannyasa, what is tyaga? And Krishna says, tyaga means renouncing the results of your fruitive activities. That is tyaga. Sannyasa means renouncing from entirely materialistic life. But Krishna says, instead of renouncing entirely from the materialistic activities, if you renounce from the only results of your fruitive activities and engage yourself in the auspicious activities like dana, tapa, and these are all yajna, dana, tapa, all these things, it will purify more. That Krishna describes that. And that will continue, but later on, devotees association, that will continue forever, eternal thing. That is eternal associates. The transcendental covered damsels, these are all eternal associates. But Lord decided to end his so-called attachment to the three modes of material nature. This is generally the family life. And then he can never be detached from the service of his transcendental associates like Rukmini and other goddess of fortune as described in the Brahma Samhita. Lakshmi Sahasra Saratam Brahma Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So this goes eternally in the Goloka Vrindavana or in the Vaikuntha planets, goddess of fortune always serves the Lord. Okay, so likewise Prabhupada is describing in this purport. So here Krishna is practically showing how he has detached from his family life. So here detachment for Krishna means 16,108 wives, and that many number children, each 10 children to each wife. That means 1% detachment. So many people have to wait. They have to bear the separation from Krishna. Okay, so that is the materialistic life. Of course, here is a Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, but his eternal associates, they will continue, but only for that moment. That detachment, how long that has lasted? So, once they departed from Dwaraka and entered into the Pravasa Kshetra, and then that's it. In a week's time, everything is finished. Krishna has not seen the Vanaprastha life or sannyasa life directly. So, if we observe from his childhood pastimes, so Krishna has enjoyed with all the gopis and gopas in the Vrindavana, and then later on coming to Dwaraka, marrying, starting from Rukmini Devi, he enjoyed throughout his life at least more than 100 years in the Grihastha life. That is Samachara Ganan Bahun. Samachara Bahun. Tasyevam Ramamanasya Samachara Bahun Gruhamereshu Yogeshu Viragaha Samajayata. If we observe Lord Ramachandra's life in the Ramayana, how long Lord has enjoyed with Sita Mata. Then, so if we just observe, Ramachandra married to Sita Devi, and then in a year or so in nearby time, so in the coronation time, and then exiled to the forest for 14 years. Coming from the forest, again, Sita Mata stayed with Ramachandra. How long? 2 years, at least 2 years. 2 years. And then again, Sita Mata was sent to the forest, to Valmiki Ashrama. And then Ramchandra did not have any contact with Sita Mata until later on Sita Mata has handed over the two children, Ravan and Kusha, to Ramchandra, and then Sita Mata departed back to Goddess Earth. But Ramchandra lived alone, having the Sita Mata's Vigraha, Acha Vigraha in the home, uh, and always thinking of Sita, and likewise 11,000 years. So comparatively, Ramachandra, Krishna enjoyed throughout his life with all his wives. Samachara Ganan Bahun. But at the end, he also manifested the detachment as well. Viragaha Samajayata. So that must be coming properly. But here, when Krishna is enjoying this, Sankyam Astitaha, Asaktaha Sankyam Asit, but always in the complete knowledge, Sankhya philosophy. Okay, so that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Some reflections one can take from here about the Jnana and Vairagya, how that can be manifested, how that can be implemented in everyone's life. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Okay, we shall move to Srila Prabhupada's letter. So today letter to Revati Nandana, August 27th, 1970, Tokyo. It is small letter. Can I request other unallocated devotee, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I'll read it.
Yes, Mataji, please.
My dear Revati Nandana, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your encouraging letter dated on August 15, 1970. I'm very glad that you are all following the regular chanting of 16 rounds daily very strictly. This schedule which you have made is very satisfactory. So follow the rules and regulations according to schedule and execute your duties in Krishna's service, and everything will be all right. These regulative functions of chanting the rounds 16 daily, rising early in the morning to attend Mangala Aarti, holding classes for studying our scripture and going on Sankirtana, these items must not be neglected. They will be quickly advance us in Krishna consciousness and clear up all doubtful activities which have been causing mischief in our society. It's very good news that people are gradually taking more interest in your activities, thereby attending love feast, classes, arti and sankirtan performance. In Japan, they are doing nicely, and similarly, I have not good report from Los Angeles that they are doing nicely also. But in Boston, they are doing nicely. Please offer my blessings to Banshidhari, Devarashi, Patrika, Divyasuri, and Shriman Jim, as well as all other boys and girls. I hope this will find you in good health. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Hare
We'll find
Krishna.
Mataji to reflect.
Yeah, so Srila Prabhupada is very much satisfied with uh, Mr. Revati Nandan, how they are progressing in their spiritual life, and he is assuring them that if you keep doing what you're doing now, like chanting strictly 16 rounds, doing Mangalarti in the morning, maintaining all regulative principles, and holding Sankirtan, you all will advance in Krishna consciousness quickly, and it will save you from the other distractions which happens in day to day life. And he has expressed his satisfaction in what they're doing in Japan, uh, but he was little bit dissatisfied in Los Angeles. They are not that much.
That is, it is instead of got, it is a not, but it is misspelled. It is got, G-O-T, got. I have got good report from Los Angeles.
Oh, okay, all right. So they all are advancing nicely everywhere, all over the world, and he has sent his blessings to other devotees as well. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much for kindly. Yeah, this is, I have got good report, it says, but spell is not right. Instead of G, N is typed.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Any other comments, dear devotees? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. So Prabhupada is giving all the schedule. So just you plan your schedule, how to spend your day and where to engage yourself. Mangalarati, holding classes for studying or studying scriptures and going on Sankirtan must not be neglected. Okay, so this they will quickly advance. They will quickly advance us in Krishna consciousness and clear up all doubtful activities. Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. So if we are not engaging ourselves and finding some free space that I am free now, then it will cause mischief in our society. In a day, if you just give a little bit of time, free time for yourself, of course, you want to take rest, that is fine. Just lie here and close your eyes and thinking of Krishna and Radha Rani and pastimes, you can sleep and take rest for some time. But opening eyes and thinking about what about that, what about this, and why these people said like that, then all mental speculations, again, deviations. Something is happening in the world. Of course, something would happen in the world, but it will distract us. We cannot do anything, even though if we think about the world. We cannot stop fighting between Israel and Iran. We cannot stop the fightings between Russia and Ukraine. Those things keep on going, but what we need to do it, continue engaging according to our schedule. Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. And from the announcements point of view, today evening we have got preaching practice session. So Indulekha Mataji is going to speak this week, and next week is Ramlal Prabhuji. And I request devotees to kindly keep yourself a little bit free and give priority to the preaching sessions. It is your time to prepare yourself, to show yourself, to speak your heart. Then you would progress very nicely and you would reflect and you realize you feel so much of blissful and happiness in the Krishna consciousness. So just give priority to that one whenever the time comes. Make sure that you are available for that one on Tuesday sessions. Okay, it is you speak your heart to all the devotees and share. Okay, so that is, and also with regards to the services, Prabhavat Sachi Mataji is approaching the devotees for different services on Saturday. Kindly respond as soon as possible. So otherwise, if you are not responding, it would be delayed for Mataji. Everyone are engaged busy, but whenever it comes to the relations between two devotees, things must be started very quickly. We should not wait for a long time. Oh, I will respond after 2 days, after 3 days, after 4 days, like that. As soon as you come to know, immediately respond. If you're not available, then if you just say Mataji may allocate other devotees, so that would help us. In the relations times communications, if there is action things, immediately sort it out. If it is information things, that is all right. You can take in your own time. Okay, so that is just wanted to share that information. And also, Gayatri Mataji wanted to take a little bit of service, so Mataji would be available in the evenings. Mataji is happy to take on to host the Kirtana evenings. So Mataji mentioned. So I will also be there. So let Mataji host the session and then devotees will sing. So it would be remaining as it is, but only who speaks, that is the matter. Okay. So it would help. So because they will have got a particular attention for that service to speak and then guide the Sangha members. And it would help them, it will progress their spiritual life. Okay, these are a few updates from me. And dear devotees, if you have got any other updates or you wanted to share anything on, please share. Hare Krishna. Okay, if there are no updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further chapter. वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय शिल प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्ण कॉन्शियस डे एवरीवन
Hare Krishna.